You're listening to the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.
Welcome to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. Broadcasting now from the virtual C344 studios overlooking the edge of Coconut Avenue is your host, award-winning and best-selling author, Dr. Stephen Lesovich.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Lesovich out there on the edge of everything. This episode is entitled The Disappearing White Line. Let me tell you another true story. In addition to being a life coach, I'm an athletic coach. I hold a U.S. National Level 1 coaching license from USA Track and Field. When my daughter was in middle school, I was the coach for both the girls and boys cross-country team. I also have coached cross-country and track at the high school level at one of the local high schools. Cross-country is a running sport in which individuals run races on open-air courses over natural terrain such as grass and dirt, pass through woods, rural country, and urban country. Cross-country courses include flat ground, hills, paths, sidewalks, etc. In the Midwest where I coach, cross-country is usually a fall sport. In cross-country, team scores are kept. Each runner is assigned a point total as they cross the finish line. For example, the first place runner receives 1 point, the second place runner 2 points, the third place runner 3 points, etc. The lowest score wins the cross-country meet. I was one of the founders of the middle school cross-country program at my daughter's school, and as the program was new, I lobbied the athletic director of the school to host our first ever middle school cross-country invitational, and he finally agreed. Our AD secured the proper permits from the city to lay out a course in a city park and notified the athletic directors of the middle schools in our city and surrounding cities. We are hosting the invitational on a Monday afternoon in a local city park with a large number of old mature trees with a grass and dirt path through the park. Virtually all cross-country courses include a white line throughout the whole course for the runners to follow. On Sunday, I went out with the high school cross-country coach and we laid out a 1.5-mile course in the park. 1.5 miles because these were middle school runners. We marked a 1.5-mile course with white paint directly on the grass in the park. Normally, the course is marked with a marking tool in which cans of white spray paint are added to the tool, and the tool includes a trigger mechanism to access the spray top of the spray paint can. However, the marking tool was broken and I literally sprayed a 1.5-mile white line by hand using about 20 cans of white spray paint. Late the next Monday afternoon, about 1 hour before our invitational was going to begin, I got a frantic call from the assistant athletic director at the middle school. "Coach," she said, "they cut the grass this morning in the park." "They cut the grass, Coach." "They cut the grass in the park and the course is gone. What are we going to do?" Yes, unfortunately, the grass cutting crew had not been told about the cross-country meet, and that Monday morning they had cut the grass in the city park, not even being curious about the white line painted on the grass. Since we had painted the white line directly on the grass in the park, the whole white line was gone, all 1.5 miles of it. I had to think quickly and realized we needed the help of actual people, lots of them. I called the high school cross-country coach and he agreed to bring both the men's and women's cross-country team over to serve as course monitors. The men and women of the high school cross-country team were placed every 20 or 30 yards in the course to assist the middle school runners. Our first invitational turned out to be a huge success. My daughter was the first female runner and the individual winner of the girls' race. My best male runner was the individual winner of the boys' race. Both my girls' team and my boys' team finished in second place in the team standings, with 8 teams competing. A very satisfying day for me as a coach. Although I have never been in the military, one framework I use when I am faced with adversity is this: improvise, adapt, overcome. From the U.S. Marines. When you are faced with a problem, work the problem with the improvise, adapt, overcome framework. Number 1, improvise. To improvise, you create a plan and take action steps quickly and spontaneously without preparation. For our cross-country meet, the white line for our course was gone, and there was not enough time to repaint it. So I needed to quickly think, without panicking, of a creative way to provide a new cross-country course that could be followed by middle school runners without a painted white line. For our cross-country meet, I thought back on how some other cross-country meets I personally ran in and coached, and in many meets there were people on the courses directing traffic, so the runners ran the correct course. Number 2, adapt. To adapt, you dynamically adjust to a new set of conditions and make something suitable for a purpose. For our cross-country meet, I estimated that we would have enough physical bodies if both the boys and girls high school cross-country team would help. We could place the high school cross-country team runners every 20 to 30 yards apart and instruct the middle school runners to run the way the high school runners were pointing to the next person. I called the high school cross-country coach and he agreed to hold his daily practice in the city park and then assist us with our invitational. Number 3, overcome. To overcome, you succeed in dealing with adversity you are facing in a new and unique way. For our cross-country meet, I succeeded in overcoming the problem of the disappearing white line by creating a new and unique cross-country course. In fact, I received many compliments from other coaches and athletic directors because many of the middle school runners had never run at a large invitational before with a large number of runners and were easily confused running through the woods and were actually happy to be told which way to go by a human pointing in a direction to run instead of trying to follow a white line. If I did not work the problem and overcome the adversity I was facing, it would have been an embarrassment to me as a coach, the athletic director of our school, and our middle school. I would have also caused irritation and aggravation to the other coaches and middle school runners. Trying to run in a cross-country course without a white line. Using the improvise, adapt, and overcome framework will help you create a positive impact in your life anytime you are facing an adverse event. Until next time, I'm Dr. Stephen Lesevich, out there on the edge of everything.
You have been listening to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. For more information on your host, Dr. Stephen Lesevich, please visit slesevich.com. For more information on prior and future shows, please visit coconutavenueradio.net.
This is the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.